So, are you done hoarding? Do you hoard too much? Do we have a problem? Do we need to get a therapist for you? Has this orb avalanche helped you reinforce that hoarding is a good idea, or made you hate people who do hoard? This video is going to be about hoarding, when to and when not to hoard, because that is the question.
Bring me WolverThor!
Okie dokie. So, this orb event, it's over now. I don't think you can even see it in here anymore, but recently we had this orb avalanche event. It was, in my opinion, it was great. I loved it. I tend to save orbs under certain circumstances, which I'll get into in a minute. So I got all of the milestones cleared. I got all those mini uniques. I needed a 5 red thorn Namor. It was great. Now, I heard plenty of, folks who are upset, who are still building their rosters, saying, I don't save orbs. I need to open them to build my rosters further, et cetera, et cetera. And I totally get that point. So the discussion started being, when and how do you hoard? Under what circumstances? So that's what I'm going to say is how and what I hoard in the game. So we're just going to kind of go through the orb situation. So, in this supply store, you've got a ton of different stuff you can hoard. Premiums, you see I only have 9. At the time of that event, I think I had 80. And the reason that I had 80 at that was because when I looked at the premium orb, and this theme is going to stay pretty consistent there, is I look and say, who of these do I even need? Now, I don't need to 7-star, or who do I not have basically at 7-star? I have all of those at 7-star, all of those, all of those. I need Johnny, so that's 1. I need Killmonger, that's 2. I need Mr. Fantastic, that's 3. I need Namor, that's 4. Okoye, but she's farmable, but let's just say 5. Psylocke, farmable, that's technically 6. I have Rescue. Thing, that's 7. And that's it. So there's 7 people in this orb that I can even get that will help me. So I immediately am like, well, what's the point of opening these? I'm not going to risk that chance, so I just save them. So it's like, okay, I'm going to save that because what's the point of opening? Red Star Orbs, I basically save those when I think it's worth opening. At the moment, I'm saving for Black Bolt. I'll open all 38 of those when I get Black Bolt. Probably start with the Elite Orbs, which you can see I've only got 4 of those. First, these I always open right away, any type of character. Basic Orbs, for no real reason, I kind of keep those just at different times. Just, I'll typically open them in bulk. I used to save them to test out different theories of opening orbs. Those don't really do much. These gold orbs, I need to open them. I normally don't save even that many, but I'm just kind of sitting on them at the moment with this, speculation that is after this orb event, are they going to change what these orbs give us? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Countdown orbs, legacy orbs, I don't have the choice to save those. Mega Orb, this is similar to the Premium Orb, is how many of these I need. Again, I need Colossus, I need Johnny, I need Killmonger, Mr. Fantastic, 4, 5, 6, 7 Thing. So 7. I need 7 of these characters. So it's like my chances of getting someone in there is pretty slim to none. So it's like, I'll keep it. Now the Milestone Orbs, I need Coulson I don't even think I have him at 6 stars yet. So I could definitely use these. I was speculating, thinking that you might, and there's even some tunes in here I need, that there might be some gear added to this at some point. I might just go ahead and start opening these, but at the moment I was kind of waiting. Maybe I'll open them to see if I can get some of those 4-star tickets, but the theme what you're hearing with these is that unless I really need something, I'm not opening. Ultima Sorb, I was saving those for what I mentioned in my video that I did depending when I release this previously, the video that I did previously about the things I want to change in the game for 2020, and that's an Ultima Shard / currency store. So that, you know, when you get in here, and again, I've got 103 of these, 103K, and, you know, I don't really need anything from these orbs. You know, yeah, I still need him at 7-star, but it's kind of like, okay. You know, in here, again, I won't count each one of them, but it's minimal. It's, you know, 7-ish characters, and, you know, Ultima's here, I'm getting close to 7 stars. And the truth is even if I had those shards, I don't have the gold to 7-star them anyway. So it's kind of like, whatever, I might as well save it. And then the last time we had an orb event, I was saving a bunch of orbs, and because I had saved all those orbs, I immediately maxed out all the milestones, whereas a lot of other people didn't. So, anyway, so that's where, and that's what it was, is the Blitz Herbs. I had like 400 of these prior to this event. I opened them all. Now I'm saving again because I don't need anything from these Blitz Herbs, and the gold isn't that good. These Catalyst Orbs, I'm not necessarily hoarding these. I will open these probably as soon as I get Black Bolt and gear him up. I'm going to decide what next team I want to go for pretty hard. You know, maybe getting to T11, T12. I might do Supernatural to get them up higher, but I don't have, and I mentioned this in my video as well, I don't have a way to farm Ghost Rider or Elsa Bloodstone. So it's kind of like, well, I could get them to T11 or 12, but I don't have stars to help them get them up. So should I just wait? So that's what I keep there. These I normally, actually I'll just open these right now. I normally never, and all of those are Ultima Shards. I have them all, but you know, I typically, blue gear orbs open right away. Purple gear orbs I normally open right away. These orange gear ones, I was hoarding these for a long time because I was hopeful that they would add the mini uniques to them. It does not look like they're going to be doing that, so you know, I pretty much open them when I get them or when I hit a bottleneck. And that's the next part of this, is like, so when I hit a bottleneck, I'll open these specific gear or these orbs. These elite ones, I was again waiting for, where are they? I think it's in the center column, but I was waiting for the mini uniques to get inputted into this, and I'm pretty, did it not? I thought these got fitted with the mini uniques, so it doesn't look like they did. So you know, I'm still kind of just sitting on those, and it's like, all right, well, you know, are you going to give me any of those mini uniques because I really need them? And if you're not, okay, you know, these again, it's like I've got all these guys at 7-star except for this guy. Thanks. I normally don't hoard those. No real point to do that. And then even these Gamma ones, same thing. There's no point to hoard these. All of those are 7-star. It's like great, you know, more Ultima Shards. Kingpin's Vault, I have a bunch of currency here to open these. I'll open this every so often. Really all I need from these is, you know, I'd love more T4s, but the amount you get, if I recall correctly, is minimal. The gear here, you know, if you get lucky, you know, maybe you could get some, but, you know, that's kind of what I open this, is when I really need some gear out of it. And it's, I'm, again, bottlenecked. So the gear, the War Orbs, I actually have a ton of currency for these. I've been sitting on this forever, and this is actually the one that I waited on and was happy to. So they added the mini uniques to this one. So I'm more than likely going to start opening these when I know I can T14 someone, or when I want to push to T14 on someone because I've got them at level 75, etc. But I sat on these. I think I opened maybe a handful since War came about, and otherwise I haven't touched any of them. And then Red Star Orbs again. I'm sitting on these to wait for a character that I know I want. You know, this time it's Black Bolt. I'll probably open all 4 of those for him, or at least until I get a 5+ on him. If I get 5 on him, I'll stop opening those. I don't have any more of these. I'm not even tasting, you know, 6. I think I've gotten 1 Elite 5-star orb the entire time I've played the game. But, you know, so that's pretty much my hoarding mentality. I hoard cores. You know, and I was happy that I did that for, you know, when Sif was around and these Wrath of Gods, or actually I didn't use any in the Wrath of Gods, but I did use them on Sif to help get her up. You know, so sometimes I'll keep that those cores to help push a certain character. You know, and I'll go to my roster here, and you can see, you know, it definitely helped me be in position to get Black Bolt at hopefully 6 stars. You know, I still need what, 13 here and, you know, 21 here to get a 6-star Black Bolt. But I think that, you know, there's probably going to be something, at least an offer in the next few days to get some of these guys, and I'll probably just buy the offer as opposed to continuing to use cores to open orbs. But and besides that, I normally don't have that much gold. I'm just saving it to use on Black Bolt. You know, and then probably some of the Supernatural, or maybe even more of my Asgardians teams. But yeah, so that's my general criteria. So, you know, when you're thinking about hoarding, is do you have a roster to build? If you really have a big roster to build and the gold to actually fund that roster and the gear to get the roster going, then don't hoard. You know, just build your roster. Don't sit on it. You need to build it to be able to catch up to the other folks who've been playing longer or have had better luck or whatever. And then the other part is, you know, if I don't need any of those things and I don't have a roster to build and there's really nothing that I could gain from that, then just sit on it. There's no harm. You know, some of the people I know get OCD from these red dots. They just hate the red dots. Everybody's different. They don't bother me. It's just kind of there. Sometimes it's a nice little present where I'm kind of, oh, I forgot I had 9, you know, purple gear orbs. Let me open all those. Same thing with this blitzing. It's like, oh, I have 40 catalyst orbs. This is great. I could open a whole bunch of these. And it's, you know, helps me gear. And it's, you know, it's kind of a little fun surprise every once in a while to make up for when I don't get yellow drops. So, anyway, so that's my hoarding mentality. You know, don't save everything all the time unless you know something's coming or you don't have a reason to open something. So, you know, and sometimes, you know, if you're wrong and you save something and you end up opening them all and it's like, oh, you don't get anything, and the next day they add a bunch of stuff. It's like, oh, you know, don't lose sleep over it. It's a game. It's fun. It's meant to be fun. Take some risks. Take some, you know, I don't know. I guess you're just taking risks of whether you're going to get something added to it or not. So, anyway, that's the mentality. I hope it helped. Appreciate you guys stopping by. You know, hammer down on the likes, etc. And I hope to see you guys again soon. Take care.